going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today, I have an awesome episode of gear and gadgets for you. While we're getting started, let us know down in the comments what your EDC is today. As I said, we have a very exciting episode and a very diverse episode. We're going to kick the video off with a couple of new additions from Katuo. This is called the Venter here. We have two different versions, a black G10 variant, and then we have an orange G10 variant. These are going to be button actuated liner locks. So we're not dealing with a plunge lock. We actually have a liner lock in there, and these are going to have a real detent, and you can actually feel that. We're looking at 14C 28N steel. We have that blasted polished finish that Katuo does very well, and a Tanto style blade shape. The texture G10 is very nice. Large lanyard hole here, and you may notice there's no pocket clip. To me, these are more of a emergency knife, pack knife, or bag knife. Something you're going to put in a place where if you need a good knife, you have it type of a deal. Something you're not going to obviously rely on to clip in your pants pocket because you can't. Now, you could pocket drop these or put these in a slip, no problem as well, or some sort of organizer. Always could do that. But to me, these kind of classify as an emergency knife more so than an EDC knife, but definitely could be an EDC knife. Just depends on your preferences. You'll have to let me know what's your idea and thoughts behind the Venter. The next item we have here is coming in from Atwood. They are a U.S. company, and this is their idea on how to store your paracord. So we have kind of an outdoor item, survival item, whatever you want to say. I already did make a little couple of cuts because this clamshell packaging is horrible to deal with. But as you can see right here on the packaging, we are talking made in the USA, and we have lighter, fish hooks, med supplies, navigation tools. So you can store items in this little tube here. Very cool. You get 50 foot of paracord, 550 cord, which means 550 pound test. And you get the cutting blade there. That does actually have a cover to it, which is very nice. You have the ability to store the paracord. You have a lanyard hoop there. And we have this little, which is a great idea, actually. How do we get that open? There we go. Ooh, I like that. That's a great idea right there. So, very nice. Do I have... I gotta have a Bic somewhere here. We'll just go ahead and use this one here. Oh, yeah. Easy. All day. And there's extra room in there for some extra stuff. I like this quite a bit. 50 feet. So that is plenty of 550 cord right there. 50 feet. Not that any of us are professionals, but you know, you could get by. Somebody who really knows what they're doing could get by with 10, 15 feet, right? Of course, you'd want some more, but I'd say 10 feet, 15 feet. So if you have this down in your pack, what I'm getting at is if you have 50 feet, you're going to be able to take care of anything that you would need to do for quite a while, whether it's shelter building and so on, setting up traps, fishing. I mean, you know, the what 550 cord can be used for is an endless list of items. So very cool from a USA company, Atwood. Very, very ingenious design here. I like these companies coming out with these contraptions to store your cordage instead of just balling it up and tying it off, which has been done for a long time, right? But 50 feet right here, this could easily be thrown in a small pouch of a pack, and I will probably ultimately put this in one of my packs for sure. That is the Atwood Ready Rope contraption. Next up, we're talking about some Warm to Yo night vision binoculars. Now, I've had these out for the last 2 weeks or so, and I've been messing with them on and off for the last 2 weeks. Comes in this nice package. You get instructions, microfiber cloth, you get a lanyard, you get the USB-C cord to charge the thing up. I have to say, it is surprisingly very good. Now, caveat though, okay, this is limited by the distance at which it'll go. So you can zoom in with this, and it is very clear. I mean, extremely clear. And I won't be able to demonstrate it here on this tabletop. I will roll in some footage of it working, though. It's such a clear presentation, and what you can do as far as the zoom goes with these, and the ability to see even say like 75 to 100 yards or so out there and see in the dark where you wouldn't normally be able to see. These are pretty cool. If you have a little property or, a larger property and you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on actual night vision goggles, would this be a decent, backup or decent starter to that? Yeah, this isn't going to fulfill, what you might picture in the movies or that sort of thing, but it's pretty damn close. And what this tells me is these companies are really on to something with this technology. It's pretty impressive, I have to say. And, it didn't quite have the distance I was hoping it did as far as how far it'll see out and zoom in. But it is pretty incredible once you come back down to earth and realize the price on these and what they're capable of doing right now. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. And over the next couple of years, I think we're going to see some more inexpensive options like this come out that people can actually afford, your everyday man can afford, because I sure as hell can't. I'd love some night vision goggles, but I don't have thousands of dollars to do that. So, and I've often contemplated something like this just to have, right? Need to look out the window or, look outside in the nighttime, you heard something, whatever, right? Or just messing around in your house, being able to see in the dark is pretty cool. So we'll have to see how this thing holds up here. I'm going to continue messing with it and see how it holds up. But couple of weeks and early first impressions, very cool. You can put it on a tripod. It's threaded for it. And you also have the ability to put an SD card in here because you can record with it. USB-C compatible there. And that is your main power switch that basically once you turn it on, you basically just leave it on because you can control it. That's if you're going to be shutting it off for a long, long period. Otherwise, you have a power switch up top to just turn it on and off, and a myriad of other options that I will go through in a later video. We'll see how that holds up, but I am excited about it. Next up, we have a big old boy here. This is a fixed blade, and coming in from F&Grow, it's one of their new release fixed blades. This is the EF154 here. And if you're not familiar with F&Grow, their fixed blades, I'm not talking about their folders. I'm talking about their fixed blades. They come in a very simple packaging, as you see. But their fixed blades, I have tested a bunch of them. We have a bunch more to test. But they are phenomenal, guys. Phenomenal. They come with these nice taco sheaths, which companies who are putting out EDC fixed blades aren't even doing yet. But they're coming in a nice taco sheath. You get this faux tech lock. Fitment in and out of the sheath is amazing as usual. Thumb ramp, great. Nice retention on that thing. Damn. Great job. Nice push off. We have a PVD coated drop point blade here. We have this textured micarta with a red G10 liner for our handle material. And oh, looky there. We are looking at Nitro V steel on this freaking absolute beast of a fixed blade. Look at this thing. This is going to be epic to test out and see how this thing does. We have this massive pommel down here with the lanyard hole. And whether you have medium, large, XL, or double XL hands, you're going to be able to fit in here no problem whatsoever. This is like a mini sword, though, and I absolutely love it. The really good thing about their fixed blades is you're going to get good quality steel. You're going to get good quality handle materials and a good sheath. And they're always going to come in under $100. Usually well under, sometimes down 50, 60, 70 bucks. Now their newer ones are going to be on the higher end of that, going probably more towards 70. But that is completely acceptable with this hunk of Nitro V and micarta. You get the sheath with it. Great job from F and Grow. I've had about a dozen of their fixed blades now at this point and tested 6 of their steels that they've used, and they perform very, very good. We have a drainage hole down here on the bottom, couple of lashing points there, and you can take or leave the tech lock. You could put an Alti clip on this or another form of a clip and rock this that way. You could take it off and lash it to a pack. No question, this would be a good option for an outdoor companion knife and probably far beyond that as well. Let's go ahead and we'll get to the next one. So what we have here is a couple of items I picked up. Now, I do have, however, 2 other Baofangs, but these 2 are basically sister walkie-talkies. The other 2 I have are 2 different types, and they aren't going to be set up similarly as these. So these are like sister walkies, basically. They're going to have the exact same setup and layout for each walkie-talkie. So I wanted to have 2 of the same, and then I can give like my dad or something like that one of my others, and then I can have another one for an extra, right? But you can buy all kinds of different Baofang walkie-talkies, and they come in a myriad of different ways too. You have ones that come in kits like this. These are 2 actual kits that you can buy. And also, let's see here. That goes up in there. Boom. You can also buy extended antennas, which I fully intend to do. Comes with an extra battery there. Comes with the charging cable. And then these also come with a stand, antenna, clip for the walkie. And, oh, that's right. These come with an extended antenna. That one still probably isn't going to be enough. I want to be able to go. I'm going to have to figure it out because from what I've seen, they're probably going to be a little bit, pricey. But I want to be able to get, 15, 20 miles out of my antenna. I don't think these are capable quite of that. I think I'll need quite a bit longer antenna. But these would reach probably almost anywhere in my little town here. Probably give one to the in-laws as well. But I think everyone should have a couple of walkie-talkies, especially if you have a family, a full family. You have a husband or a wife, you have kids. Probably a good idea to have a couple of working walkie-talkies for you and your spouse to keep with you if heaven forbid something was to happen and, um, you know, cell phone cell phones go down or something like that, having at least one other way to communicate. Everyone is so reliant on their cell phone and expecting it to work and be there always. And at least in my mind, I'd rather have something like this, and I hope to never need it. But if I do, I have it and I have the ability to communicate with the people I care about, right? So that's the idea behind these walkie talkies, getting them programmed that way. And if you go certain routes, you need to get certain licenses, certifications, all that sort of thing. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, you can, if emergency is happening, you can use the Baofeng no matter what. So that's the idea behind that, to the point where if it's an emergency, it is what it is. That's not I don't care about your certification, right? Emergency is an emergency. So that's the way I look at it, and that's the ability there. If phones are down or what have you, you have the ability to communicate and or listen in on what the chatter is going on around you and out there, depending on what channels you're linked to and all that sort of thing. You can at least get some outside banter. You guys will have to let me know, what was your favorite item from today's video? I love hearing from you guys. And let me know which item you're most excited about seeing more content on. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you are new here to the channel and you enjoy this type of content, you're in the right place. I release videos just like this every single day. Have yourself an awesome day. I will catch you on the next one.